Hay distintos estilos para darle a él que me
Castro! Bienvenido! And he's a nice man. He's a beautiful man. Yeah. Okay, all right, okay.
Es un mensaje para el pueblo de Harlem.
Dejarle mi eterno cariño por lo que hicieron por nosotros aquella vez, hace 35 años, cuando no teníamos un parar en Nueva York y ellos me recibieron en nuestro hotel, no se puede olvidar nunca.
In Harlem, the historical memory of Fidel having met in the Teresa Hotel with Malcolm is still so much a part of Harlem culture that when I heard that he was planning to visit Harlem, I said, no matter where I am, anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world, I will definitely try to be in Harlem.
Welcome to the Abyssinian Baptist Church, where we believe in truth and in justice and equality, and where we join with you in saying, Cuba yes, blockade no. God bless you.
Les contaba que fui al hotel a ponerme esta ropa.
Because I had been wearing the business suit before.
Porque yo decía,
Because I said to myself,
si la otra vez fui con esta ropa,
if the last time I went to Harlem I was wearing my hoodies,
¿cómo me voy a aparecer en
how am I
Harlem
going to go to Harlem?
vestido de caballero?
Business suit.
Y nuevos movimientos de masa que se están formando con tremenda fuerza. Ya no será la táctica al estilo bolchevique, ni siquiera el estilo nuestro, porque era otro mundo diferente. Estamos pasando de una etapa en que las armas podían resolver a otra etapa en que la conciencia de las masas, las necesidades de la historia y las ideas son las que van a hacer cambiar al mundo.
In 1998, it was announced that the Pope would make his first visit to Cuba. Fidel escorts an advance party from the Vatican on a tour of his office.
Son personas conocidas. Gorbachov. Lo voy a poniendo por aquí para respetar estas figuritas africanas que están aquí. Este Khrushchev, con una mazorca de maíz. Stalin.
Ah, Stalin.
Lenin.
Ancora.
Y al final, el zar.
Pictures of Che and Jesus Christ adorned Revolution Square. Fidel arrived for the Pope's Mass with the Vice President and Foreign Minister. During the Pope's visit, the Cuban government facilitated contacts with the people. The Pontiff denounced the U.S. blockade of Cuba. He also called on Cuba to open its doors to the world, and, in turn, for the world to open its doors to Cuba. While the Vatican called for an end to the blockade, and the United Nations repeatedly voted for the U.S. blockade of Cuba to be lifted, anti-Castro forces in the U.S. Congress continue to tighten the economic screws.
Now let me be clear. Whether Mr. Castro leaves Cuba in a vertical position or a horizontal position doesn't matter to me. That's up to him, and that's up to the Cuban people. But he will leave Cuba.
We're doing business with communist Chinese. These are the guys that shot me, you know, and we've forgiven them for what they've done. The North Koreans, they were the ones that got me over there in the first place, and we're doing business with them. In Vietnam, we lost tens of thousands of Americans. So if you want to be angry with somebody, and the Germans and the Japanese and the Italians, if you want to hold grudges, count me in, because I don't like the way I was treated. But if everybody's forgiven except an island country that thought the communist Russians would allow them to put missiles there, and then they backed out and took the missiles away, how long do we punish all of Cuba?
El bloqueo es una acción que se dirige contra una nación entera. Se dirige contra millones de personas. Y si el precio del bloqueo sería yo, es un precio sencillísimo, es un precio económico. Yo estaría dispuesto a negociar mi vida. Lo que no estaría dispuesto a negociar la revolución, a negociar el socialismo, a negociar los principios.
The Miami Cuban community has agitated for U.S. opposition to Fidel ever since the revolution, and continues to demonize him.
No hay que olvidar que todos los medios de comunicación en Miami, radio, prensa, periódicos, diariamente están y durante años han estado alimentando al público común de Miami con noticias falsas sobre Cuba. Hay un volumen de noticias falsas, ¿verdad?, donde la gente llega a imaginarse como a Cuba como una prisión gigantesca.
The momentum towards greater engagement with Cuba was spurred by the Elian Gonzalez episode because Americans saw that our policy, in fact, was controlled by this little group of hardline exiles down in Miami, responding to their own views and interests, and not to the interest of the nation, not to the interest of the United States as a whole.
What caused the conflict between Miami and Havana to hit front pages all over the world was the saga of Elian Gonzalez, a 6-year-old boy. Elian's mother had drowned while trying to get to the United States. Elian's great-uncle, Lázaro Gonzalez, took the shipwrecked Cuban schoolboy into his house, and influenced by anti-Castro groups, refused to return him to his father, Juan Miguel, in Cuba. This little boy became a cause for Miami's anti-Castro exile community. But the vast majority of the American people favored Elian's return to his father. The Cubans were outraged. The people quickly took up Elian's cause, demanding that the boy be returned to his father, Juan Miguel. Millions of workers, students, housewives, and grandparents all over the country took part in demonstrations. Even Fidel. This issue united the country more than any other since the revolution. Juan Miguel and his immediate family traveled to Washington after the U.S. courts ruled in their favor. Fidel was there to see him off. It would take another 3 months to finally bring Elian back home.
En el caso específico de Fidel, entramos dentro de su familia con este sufrimiento y se sintió como uno más de la familia, sufrió con todo esto y imagínese, inclusive lo dijo de que había sido uno de los momentos más emocionantes cuando nos vio llegar aquí.
In all, Elian had been away from Cuba for 7 months.